and welcome to the McAljohn family. My name is Bridget and I'll guide you through our safety orientation video. The McAljohn family of companies is comprised of 4 main companies and operating out of 5 different cities. McAljohn is an industrial contracting firm specializing in mechanical, structural, and fabrication work throughout the Southeast. McAljohn has been in business since 1979 and now has locations in Savannah, Augusta, Brunswick, Jessup, and Jacksonville. McAljohn offers full maintenance and construction services throughout the region. In addition, we have fabrication facilities in Savannah, Augusta, and Brunswick for shop construction of piping, steel, heavy plate work, pressure vessels, and heat exchangers. This video covers employees and potential employees of McAljohn Incorporated, Industrial Conveyor Belt Systems, K-Machine Industrial Services, Custom Quality Scaffolding, Pump Components, and Mac Nuclear Services, known collectively as McAljohn. K-Machine offers shop and field machining plus millwright services to our customers throughout the U.S. We specialize in the manufacturing of turbines and turbine components. In addition, we offer a clean room repair facility for various pumps, fans, blowers, and gearboxes. We operate several large CNC mills to manufacture precision parts. Industrial Conveyor Belt Systems designs, installs, and maintains conveyor systems for the material handling industry throughout the southeastern United States. As a full-service conveyor organization, we provide vulcanized splicing, pulley lagging, new and used conveyor belting, belt skirting, conveyor idlers, and pulleys. Custom Quality Scaffolding designs, installs, and maintains scaffolding systems for industrial and commercial clients throughout the region. Our certified competent scaffold builders erect and inspect every scaffold that we build. We maintain a large inventory of scaffold materials so that we can respond to our customers' needs as soon as possible. All of our company's reputations have been built on our ability to respond to our customers day or night, 365 days a year. Therefore, all of our employees are expected to be available for call-in or emergency work as needed. Now, this video is a general guide for worker safety. Jobs will vary and each position will have additional safety protocols. You will receive an annual refresher to meet all OSHA training requirements as well as site-specific and specialized training. This video will cover several different aspects of employment with our company: general hiring, work rules, safety considerations, and training. Call in if you're going to be absent or tardy. Make sure to get the office telephone number or your supervisor's number before starting work. Excessive tardiness or absenteeism can be grounds for termination. If you're going to be absent for an extended period of time, please be prepared to bring in a doctor's written notice. Time off must be scheduled in advance and approved by your supervisor. Lunch breaks or break times during the workday will be set by your supervisor depending on your work shift and shift lengths. McAljohn is a drug-free workplace. Drugs or alcohol will not be tolerated. If you suspect that anyone is under the influence of drugs or alcohol, report it. McAljohn conducts pre-employment, post-accident, just cause, and random drug tests. Failure to submit to drug or alcohol testing is grounds for immediate termination. Many sites are a tobacco-free workplace. No smoking, chewing, or dipping. Make sure you are aware of the site policies and make sure you only smoke in designated areas if it is allowed. No personal cell phone use during working hours. Cell phones should only be used during breaks and meal times. McAljohn strictly prohibits any form of sexual harassment in the workplace. Sexual harassment includes, but is not limited to, the following: unwelcome physical contact of sexual nature such as patting, pinching, or unnecessary touching. Spoken or unspoken threats against an individual to induce him or her to perform sexual favors or to engage in an unwelcome sexual relationship. Verbal harassment or abuse of a sexual nature, including hints of a desire for sexual relations, or jokes or remarks of sexual nature to or in front of a person who finds himself offensive. Use of sexual suggestive terms or gestures to describe a person's body, clothing, or sexual activity or orientation. McAljon is an equal opportunity employer. McAljon does not discriminate against an employee or potential employee because of race, religious beliefs, gender, sexual orientation, or national origin. We expect our employees to conduct themselves in a professional manner at all times. Disruptive behavior on the job site can lead to disciplinary actions up to and including discharge. Some offenses that may lead to immediate dismissal include but are not limited to the following: failure to follow instructions, fighting, theft, fraud, or dishonesty, including falsification of company records or false information on application forms, reports, and during interviews, horseplay, workplace harassment, including sexual harassment, leaving job site without permission or first notifying the supervisor, drug alcohol abuse or refusal to take a drug alcohol screening test, excessive tardiness, absenteeism, sleeping on the job, use or threat of use of firearms or other dangerous weapons, conviction of felony, immoral or indecent conduct, conflicts of business interest, violation of any safety or compliance policy, malicious or willful destruction of company property. For other questions regarding work rules, benefits, eligibility requirements, please contact your supervisor who will work with our Human Resources Department to get them resolved. I would like to take a few minutes to go over the general guide for worker safety. Keep in mind, jobs will vary and each job will have additional safety protocols. You will receive training to meet OSHA requirements as well as site-specific requirements, and other specialized training will be provided as needed. This video will cover several different aspects of employment with our company. More importantly, is making sure that you go home in the same condition in which you arrived. This is the company's safety manual. It addresses most health and safety issues you will encounter on the job. It is available for review at any time. Electronic copies of the manual are available at the office or through your supervisor. The first thing we need to cover is proper personal protective equipment, or PPE. PPE will be worn at all times. The particular job site and job situation will determine which PPE to use. If there's any doubt about what you need, check with your supervisor. The basic requirements are hard hat, safety glasses, earplugs, and safety-toed shoes. Long pants and shirts with sleeves are required on all job sites when welding, burning, cutting, chipping, or jackhammering. A shield or hood will be worn over your safety glasses. Working around chemicals or hazardous substances will also require special PPE. Check the manufacturer safety data sheets or MSDS for the proper PPE. Exposure to chemicals can be really hazardous. Every employee is allowed to see the MSDS file on chemicals they may come in contact with. We maintain an MSDS file on all chemicals we use. They are also maintained on each job site. Site-specific MSDS files are normally maintained at the Site Safety and Health Office. If you desire a specific copy of the MSDS file, please contact your supervisor and he will acquire you a copy. Do not leave chemicals in unmarked containers, and do not use chemicals that are in unmarked containers. Scaffolding will be erected by a qualified scaffold builder only. Scaffolding must be inspected daily or at the beginning of each shift by a competent person. 100% fall protection will be worn when working over 4 feet, or in aerial lifts or manned baskets. If you have any doubt, ask. Fall protection will be inspected before use daily. And remember, safety belts are no longer permitted. All safety harnesses must have a double lanyard. Fall protection must be worn when there is a danger of falling. McAljon has zero tolerance for fall protection violation. All violations will result in immediate termination. Employees must have confined space entry training before entering confined spaces. Any trench or excavation deeper than 48 inches will be treated as a confined space. Treat all confined spaces as permitted spaces. Ensure that a rescue team is on standby during entries. Lockout, tagout, or lotto also include electrical, chemical, thermal, hydraulic, and pneumatic. Ensure that all types of energy are locked out on the system you are working on. All personnel on the crew will apply their own locks and remove their own locks. All locks should have tags identifying the owner. Remove locks at the end of your shift. If you leave your lock on, you will be called back to the site to remove the lock on your own time, unpaid. Before applying the lock, check out the lockout points to ensure that you are locked out. Use proper PPE safety glasses under shields and hoods when conducting halt work. All bottles in the upright position for storage, use, and transportation. Flash arresters are required on all regulators as well as backflow preventers on all torches. Regulators should be properly set. Ensure fire watch with fire extinguishers on job site. Fire watch should inspect fire extinguishers to ensure that it is fully charged. Fire watch remains on job 30 minutes after completion of hot work. Ensure that cable trays are covered below hot work and barricaded work area below elevated hot work. The rule when dealing with cranes and rigging is the operator has the final say-so on all lifts. He is responsible. Don't stand under suspended loads. Inspect rigging before use and make sure loads are properly rigged. Always use the tagline, barricade area before performing lift. Make sure lift plan is generated and approved prior to making critical lifts. You must have a qualified flagman who is able to communicate with operators visually or by radio. Our company vehicle policy allows authorized drivers only. MVR must be run and cleared prior to operating any company vehicles. Drivers and passengers must wear seatbelts at all times. Never text or make a phone call while driving. Always pull over. Never carry non-business passengers or use company vehicles for personal use without prior approval. Do not operate equipment unless specifically trained or authorized to do so. This includes forklifts, man lifts, boom trucks, other heavy machinery, and shop equipment. Ground fault circuit interrupter will be used on equipment run from drop cords. Electrical tools, drop cords, lights, and so on will be inspected before use. Look for broken insulation, plugs that have been pulled loose from cord, or missing grounding pins. Do not repair electrical equipment unless qualified. Tag it and send it to the shop for repair. Do not use defective drop cords or tools. Do not run drop cords through open doorways or water. Where possible, run 7 feet above the floor. Wear hearing protection in posted areas. If not posted, use the 3-foot rule. If you can't hear someone speaking in a normal voice at a distance of 3 feet, use earplugs. Hearing loss is permanent. Use proper lifting technique. Bend at the knees, not the waist. Do not lift and turn or lift and reach at the same time. If it's too heavy, ask for help. If you have had prior back or neck problems, know your limits and ask for help. Part of every job is to keep the worksite clean and free of potential safety hazards. A cluttered, messy job site presents many different safety hazards and does not project a professional image on our companies. Report all accidents and incidents immediately to your supervisor. We cannot treat you properly if you do not report accidents. If a piece of equipment or the process causes an accident or incident, we can't fix it if you don't report it. Read the Workmen's Comp panel for workers' rights and the other panel for 6 physicians that we use. The panel of physicians and workers' Bill of Rights are posted at all work sites. This video is not meant to cover every facet of job place safety or every working rule. It is only an overview. Please direct further questions to our Safety Department or Human Resources Department as applicable. We appreciate your time and attention during this video. We look forward to a safe and productive working relationship. Welcome to the McAljohn family of companies.